Hi, well, first I'm going to take a sip of water because I just got done working on painting a piece with slick stick on a video. I spent a whole 5 minutes on that. But what I wanted to come in, what I have purchased is, and I haven't opened either box, this is for when I'm doing like canvas paintings or even the pumpkin paintings and things that I'm working on. Sometimes it's hard. You get an angle like this where it's awkward and you can't see everything that's going on in the tutorial. You can't see the actual hands-on canvas painting, and I'm wanting to do some better tutorials in the near future. I'm practicing on that, but I have 2 of the ring lights, and if you're interested in that, I did a review on those recently, and you can look on my YouTube channel for that, or on the Facebook page, and that's Sisterhood of the Traveling Brush. And I did a review on those. I have a $300 one and I have an $89 one, and I love them both, so there you go. But sort of the same thing just happened with the mounts, and this one goes right beside your work on your actual tabletop, reaches up over to where it's high. It goes directly over your work surface, but is high enough to not get in your way and sturdy enough to not rock all over the place. And I've wanted this one for a while, but it's $100, and it's $100. You know, so I ordered a $39 one, and here it is. And this one I didn't realize, because I always check the little the button thing at the top that says prime only whenever I'm ordering something like that, because I don't have the patience to wait till the closest Hobby Lobby is an hour from me. But anyway, so I ordered this one for $39, and 3 weeks later, when it still wasn't here, I was tired of waiting, so I ordered this one. And then this one came one day before this one. So I haven't opened them yet, so just comparing the packaging. This is a cute fancy box, but it's not worth $100, and this sure does look a lot smaller. And as far as weight, this one probably weighs twice as much as this one. So I might have got what I paid for. But if they both work, it really doesn't matter how much they weigh. And please don't let me stir nothing up trying to get into this, because I'm letting her rip this morning. I'm hoping there's not a whole lot of putting together going on. I mean, this, and I hope that, you know, this is some benefit to my creative friends who also have a creative business and who want one of these, or want to create videos and webinars and things where it's showing your actual work surface and the work that you do. Okay, this is not what I ordered, unless it's something else. I'm going to work 2 ways. This says professional desk microphone stand. I'm going to put the links to both of these in the comments in a minute, so you can look. But maybe it has a clip that works for a cell phone too. But I didn't need a microphone stand. I have a microphone stand in my office that I use when I'm recording the Udemy videos that I do for .T&D. But let's open it and see what we've got. Hope they didn't send me the wrong thing. I've had this in there waiting a few days to open it, because I wanted to be able to do the review and help other people who may be, you know, in the same boat as me, going, man, I'd like to have that tabletop thing, but it's $100. So we shall see. Okay. It is heavy. I don't want to insinuate that it's not heavy. Did you hear that? It's heavy. Okay, that's a lot of stuff that just came. Well, there's still something else in there. Come on out. Just chunk that box aside, woman. Let's get her open. This is I'm impressed. I'm impressed so far. Here's my first thing I'm impressed with. This is like cast iron or something. Very, very heavy. That's going to be the part that sits on your table. So when you're sitting here working and painting, as if you're going to paint like that, but just in case, it's not going to rock your camera. Okay, here's the pole. And it's metal. It's not plastic. So far, I'm impressed. Have no idea what to do with it because there's not a set of directions inside this thing at all. Nothing. But I'm going to guess that since this has holes in it and this has a ribbed edge, that this goes in here. Hi, Melissa. Good morning. Yes, I am busy. I've already cooked dinner for tonight because I'm going to be spending the evening with my grandkids. My daughter has an appointment an hour or so away late this afternoon, so I'm going to take off work early and go spend some time with my grandkids. And I didn't want my husband to starve, so I went down early and cooked dinner for him. And then I decided to throw some slick stick on this piece over here so it would be ready for me to paint when I got home tonight. Okay, this must be the microphone stand part, but it also has this in there, and that looks like the cell phone clip that's on the ring light that I have here. So I'm guessing at this point that I would blow this thing off and stick this thing on here. And it stretches a little bit, but I've got a big old phone. I can't show it to you because it's up there, and I don't know that my phone's going to fit in there. But there, I think I have an adapter that goes on my, that I'm using on my regular tripod at work, because I thought I could do this with a tripod, and that will make that work. And then you would tighten that here, and boom, there you go. And let me see if it's going to get any taller, because I wouldn't have enough. Not very much taller, but it did get a tad taller. And so there you go. And it could go up a little bit like that. Hey, I think that'll work. I think that might work. I don't know if it's big enough to hold my phone, but we'll see. Like I said, I have another adapter that I probably bought for under $10. But here's the whole thing. Cast iron, metal. I mean, that's screwed on, so that's pretty sturdy. So this is, I think I paid $39 for it, but I think it's went up now to $49. So the link I put in there may say $49, but I'm just going to put it so that you can compare the two and look at other people's reviews and things like that. So for whenever I'm doing large canvases, of course, I don't know if I may could put it way up here, and then it still do. So I'm kind of excited about that. And, you know, kind of, it's okay with me that it took so long to get here, because I got the good one that I really wanted too. I'm going to open it now. But then I can have one at work and one at home. I'm probably knocking myself out of whack and going to have chiropractic bills for all the toting back and forth from work to home of stuff that I do. Okay, here's the fancy box on the other one. This is the $100 one. And I don't even know how to open it. You would think somebody with a doctorate, a college degree, would be able to do this. Okay, the fancy outer cover, which looks like an Easy Bake Oven package or something. It is pretty. Slides off, and there's a plain but well put together box inside, and it's called Kitchen Desk Table Stand for Live Streaming. And it is presented well in the box. Not worth an extra 50 bucks. Okay, this is heavier than that one. And from what I'm gathering from looking at it here, probably goes this way. From looking at it here is I'm going to be able to potentially bend these things in a few more different angles than I am the other one. Here's a pole. I think this one's going to end up being a lot taller. This is also metal. These knobs are all plastic. And these outer little clip-on things here are plastic. Well, looks like it's going to take a little tool to put it together. And here's some kind of cute little knob. And a set of directions. So, those things are still not worth the extra 50 bucks to me. But the base on this one is also probably like cast iron. And it is, compared to this one, a larger base. For one, that may take up a tad more space on my table, but it's also going to be sturdier. So it's showing you that you're getting a sturdier thing. And it's padded and cushioned under here, which I think may cushion this a little bit more from the movement of the table. And absolute, oh wait, they have directions. Okay. And I have my contact in this morning, so I'm even going to be able to potentially almost read. Okay, 1. Please note there will be a tight fit and require some force. There you go. I can possibly do that. Telescoping pole, tighten clockwise to secure and use the Allen wrench. So that's this one. Can y'all see it all? Here, I'll move it over a little. Oh yeah, it's a tight fit. I would return this sucker and say that ain't gonna work. Now I'm embarrassed that I showed y'all my muscles. This may require husband muscle. Okay, so that's in there. And here's the tiny little Allen wrench hole. Who knows if I even got it far enough down in there for that to make a difference. But I'm going to do as I'm told. I'm a rule follower on Wednesday mornings at 8. Okay. Well, while my, there we go. I was going to say, while my contact does me a little bit of good reading that big print on that paper, it's not letting me get this in. It's not tightening. It's already tight. So, if it collapses, that's my fault for thinking that. Okay, now it has this funny top. And they're showing me number 2. Attach the overhead arm assembly by unscrewing the collar at the top of the pole until the metal ball side of the overhead arm assembly fits into the collar. Tighten the collar clockwise to secure. Okay, that's this funny looking thing. Apparently, can you see that? I've got comments right there and I can't see it. And it won't let me move them, but I'm trusting that you can. I've still got my floral stuff over here. And let me know what y'all think about this too. Somebody's wanting me to do a floral swag, and I need to go get flowers for that if that's something that a few people would be interested in. That's definitely something we'll put on our agenda. Okay, so this tightens up. Here at the bottom you can see, but the top opens up and there's an indentation for the ball that's on here to go in. I will use both of these for a little while. This one is definitely much more of a toy than the other one. Not meaning toy in a bad way, meaning toy in a, did I really need something to go on top of my table to hold my camera? Thought I did. I think I do. Man, there's a lot of difference here. Okay. Unscrew the tightening ring from the holder. Place the ring over the 17mm end of the mount, then snap the holder into the ball. Set to desired position and tighten ring. Well, that's already on there. They already did that for me. Using 2 hands, insert phone into holder by pushing the device into one of the swing-loaded spring arms and expand the other support. So it's just saying widen, you can't even see it, it's so dang tall. It's saying widen this part out, put your phone in. That's big enough for my phone. That's big enough for a small tablet. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can hold. This is much of a monster here. That's the $99 one. This is the $39 one. And there's this one. Put them side by side here. The $99 one is probably about 8 inches taller than the $39 one. The $100 one has more angles and more bending areas. Put this in my lap. more angles and more bending areas to get your camera pointed or your phone pointed exactly where you want it. So I'm sure that that's a benefit too. It's really not that much heavier once you take the box away, so it's not that it's much heavier. This one also has a way of moving this in and out. Let me see if this arm gets longer too. Hey, see, I wasn't giving it enough credit. So oh well, I think I had it out like that a while ago. This is how this one looks, and it could sit and go over your stuff. It's not gonna, unless I find another place later on, and I don't think there is another place. This one would still let you paint under it and work on it, but it's possibly gonna get in your way a little bit. But if you're just starting out and you don't want to spend $100, which is where I was at when I ordered this one, I think this one will probably do you good for a year or two. If you know you're in this for the long haul and you're about to make some real, you know, this is going to be great for me to do quick little, hey, join me on this live, and we're going to do, I'm going to paint this small canvas, and we're going to do this together real quick. This is going to be all I need, and that would, and I'm sure that it'll last years and years. But for starting out with a business, at least for your first couple of years, the $39 one will be good enough. This one is probably one that my grandkids will be trying to figure out what was 20 years from now, whenever I'm dead and they find this thing in a closet somewhere. It looks like a Rock'em Sock'em robot. It is impressive. I'm going to be able to do more with it. It's taller, it's sturdier, it's less obtrusive. And for this, if your creative business is you are going to make videos that you sell of you doing tutorials of painting canvases or things that are straight down. I mean, even cooking meals. I mean, this is for cooking meals, for baking, for holding above the things that you do for people to be able to see you putting in the ingredients or putting on the paint or sewing the stitches or, you know, working on the canvas. If you're going to be making professional videos to sell that are true tutorials where they can watch every stroke and every little thing that you do, then I'm going to recommend that you go ahead and invest in the $100 one. And that is what I intend to do. So and I make you know, a lot of videos for other things already. So I'm going to use this one at home for me, because I have a studio at home and I have a studio at work, or a classroom at work that I use like a studio. Glad that I have one to use in both places. And I'm going to bring the little cheap one to work, and I'm going to have this one at home where I'm in this studio where I'm going to make the videos that I sell. So both are good depending on what you need. If this would have came quick by prom like I thought it was going to, this one would never exist in my life. So I believe everything's a blessing and everything happens for a reason. If you have any questions about this or anything else you want me to show you it doing or how it works, just let me know and I will be happy to do that. So there's a comparison. I'm going to put the links to both in the comments so that you can go and look at them if you want to check them out, if this is something you're interested in. For most people who are painting something like I just did with this, the ring light is all you need. Even when I'm using these later, I'm going to have the ring light on me to show plenty of light on the surface so that you can see what I'm doing. It just won't be holding my webcam or my phone or my camera. The stand will. So I hope that helped somebody, and I appreciate you for checking in. Bye.